Hey everybody, Tom here with Hidden Beats. Today we are talking with Charmie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's you're actually my last interview for the year right now, so this is a
For
fun
the
one.
year?
Yeah, I have a new arrival on the way, so I cutting things off to get ready for the new baby coming.
Oh, a baby, a new arrival. Sorry, I thought you meant
Oh,
like a. That's awesome. Congrats. That's
mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Yeah, my wife told me that I gotta cut it off at some point, so I figure
Uh,
we'll lock this one in and make it happen.
yeah. Hopefully she doesn't stop us mid-interview.
No, no, she's at work right now, thankfully. So I got I'm home right now, which is great. So I have the place there, my office to myself right now.
That's good.
We're
Awesome.
here today to talk about you and about your music and about what you do in the world. But for those who are new, can you give a little intro about yourself?
I'm Charmie, singer-songwriter, pop, soul, R&B. Yeah, just looking to make some music
Hmm.
and hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. The first question that's probably the best to ask is what inspired you to get started into music?
My mom, she plays the piano, bass, and drums, and she forced me every day 2 hours on the piano, and I would have to play with the radio. I was 9 years old, and I thought this woman was crazy because I'm like, why is she giving me a radio to play with? What am I gonna do with this? But I started figuring it out, and I started playing by ear, and then I just kept growing and learning. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a really good way to do it too. To play by ear, you can just pick up a lot of things quickly, I would think. Hmm. So who were some of the early inspirations for you for music, like artists that you really loved listening to, even though your mom was forcing some on you?
Oh my God. I wish like I had such a weird relationship with the music I listened to because like I was the youngest daughter out of three older brothers and they controlled all of the TV time. So
Mm.
all I would see is like music videos, whatever they would like. But I think like after like when I finally got like a phone and had music downloaded and stuff, I think I had just discovered John Mayer and I went crazy. I was like listening to John Mayer doing everything and Nora Jones. Um, yeah,
Yeah, those. I mean, that's a great name to kind of start off with. Really, like he's got such a great collection of music.
yeah. He's
Hmm.
my favorite writer. Yeah.
So, at this point in your career now, who influences the sound that you're working on now? Like, is there artists that you're trying to pull from?
I think it would definitely be a couple different ones because I live in like such a weird acoustic ratchet uh combo. Like
Okay.
I'm acoustic, Ed Sheeran meets Bia meets um Doja Cat vibes. So it's like in the middle of like Ed Sheeran and Doja.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
I can see those two dropping some really cool collabs though.
yeah, I can see that too.
Hmm. So, one of the things that we're here to talk about today is your involvement in the Woman in the Studio Accelerator program. How's that been going for you?
It's been going amazing. I've just been learning a lot, learning and unlearning, because I'm self-taught in everything. And so my producing has mainly been learning from YouTube and just watching people work and learning from them and seeing what I like. But it was just really nice to have a real teacher, a pro, tell you, girl, you're doing it all fucked up. You're doing it the wrong way. Like, just switch it up.
Yeah.
So they didn't say that, but I really did see. I really learned a lot. I was not like so much information. I don't even know how I'm holding it in here, but it's in there. It's awesome. And the support it's definitely harder as a female, as a woman, to be in these like positions of like going to the studio and being like respected and not just seen as like a cute thing that's just there to look pretty or like yeah, because I
Mhm.
do. Tom, come on, you gotta give me a little cuddle
Hey, no,
there.
you're beautiful. It's all good that way.
Yeah, so just the support and the vibes and the mentorship is definitely priceless. And like even after I'm done the program, I'll still be a part of the program. You never actually leave. So kind of like
Mhm.
that way.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, my 3rd year interviewing participants in the program, so it's interesting to see everyone's perspective as they're coming through because everyone takes something a little bit different from it.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm. So is there what's probably been the funnest part of the program for you so far?
The funnest part was definitely being inspired. Like I let little things inspire me. Um and are you playing the whole interview or are you chopping this up?
I can chop it up if there's pieces you want removed.
Okay, I just wanted to know just in case I go off. But my favorite part was like meeting the other five dope like producers and learning from them, learning from the teachers. I was inspired by one of the mentors there to write a love song about her. She didn't
Okay.
tell me. I just did it like a creep and I stayed up all night. I stayed up all night writing this song. I haven't even told my partner I did this. She's gonna know about it through this thing. But yeah, so I wrote this beautiful song and I was like, wow, love is a beautiful thing. It wasn't love, it was just like admiration. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I love being inspired. So that was like a fun song came out of that. A couple other songs too. So
Mhm. Now where do you think, like, going through this program, where do you think that's gonna lead you into your career?
in the rooms that I'm meant to be in. I've been knocking on all the doors as an artist, songwriter, producer, and I feel like I got my foot in the door now. Now I just got to keep working. Like I'm learning all the right things. I'm with all the right people. I have a feature on Nelly Furtado's album that's out in a few days, and
Mhm.
I wrote a couple songs on that as well. So I'm just trying to really use everything to get to the next step.
Yeah, for sure. How do you think your music has evolved now you were self-taught and everything before going into something like this? How do you see your music evolving?
Um, I see it evolving technically. Like it's nice to like to have a feel of a good like knowledge of just I just know. Yeah, I don't want to sound cocky, but I just know what sounds good and what sounds right. But it's also really good to know what is right. You
Mhm.
know, what's actually the right way to do it. And like, I think, um, yeah, the technical things, it's just nice to like knowledge is power. So now I know like my mixing skills are gonna be flying high. Like they're already pretty good now, but like this program taught me a lot of things, unlearned a lot of things, taught me a lot of things, and now I'm just kind of putting everything into practice. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think everyone in a creative field is always a student. You're always learning something new. You're always growing. So it's good to see something like this helping you grow.
Yeah.
Now, hard question for you. What's the most interesting thing you've learned about yourself throughout this process?
But good question. The most interesting thing, good question I that I want to give you a real answer. I don't want to give you a bullshit answer. Um, what's a real thing that I learned about myself? Like something real. Like um I definitely learned that oh, it's a real thing that I learned about myself. That was a question, right?
Yeah. What's something that you learned?
About myself though.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
I said,
about yourself, your growth as a musician, as an artist.
yeah, something I learned about myself. I learned that um I learned that I'm fucking awesome. I think like it's so hard for me to in the past it's been so hard for me to release music and like feel confident and releasing it, dropping it, and leaving it online because I'm doing everything myself most of the time. I'm like starting the song, I write the song, I produce the song, I engineer the song. So by the time the song is ready to be out, I'm like my ears are bleeding and I can't listen to it one more time. Like it's like
Mhm.
I can't stand the song. And you get into this point where you just judge yourself so much and like um criticize yourself because you're kind of like afraid of somebody criticizing you first,
Yeah.
you know. So I think like share my music and the feedback and also just like being around us like other people growing like me gave me a nice boost of confidence. And just like I looked around and I listened to my music and I also like listen to it again and I'm like, oh shit, I would have never thought I would be able to make this in like the
Mhm.
last 2 years ago or a year ago. And like the stuff I'm doing now, it's like I'm just learning to step into my light. Yeah.
That's a great answer. Your confidence level is key. If you love what you're doing, it's gonna come through your music that way. Now, outside of music, because the industry is so crazy, what do you do to stay grounded?
What do I do to stay grounded? I spend a lot of time with my loved ones, my family, my friends, my partner, my dog, my cat, who's right over here. I'm gonna pick him up. He's gonna be so confused, but this is brain. I spend a lot of time with my babies, and
Mhm.
I skate. I get into my body. Um, I make some plans so I don't freak out about the future.
There you go,
And
yeah.
yeah, I try to be
He's just
proactive.
looking like, "What am I doing up here right now?" And
I know he's like, what the heck?
yeah.
But yeah, I eat. Oh my God, I love to cook. I love to
Okay.
cook. He's like, I come home from like a long day and you would think I would want to sit down and just chill, but my sitting down and chilling is literally running around the kitchen and creating something like that tastes delicious. It just makes me happy.
I love to cook too. Like I'm the one who cooks for the family here, and I've become a pretty solid like Asian chef at this point where I can make all
Awesome.
kinds of fun stuff. So that's a thing I like to do too, is just sit in the kitchen and do some fun things there.
I don't know why. It just brings me so much joy. It's kind of awkward. It's like, why am I so happy cooking right now?
Because food tastes good, and I mean, I'm a big guy, and I've been practicing eating food for quite some time, so
I've been practicing too, especially during COVID. Oh my God.
that's where I learned to do a lot more fun cooking stuff. Like I got some recipes I never thought I would have learned doing stuff like that.
Yeah, nice.
Mhm. Now, I ask this question to every person I interview for the first time because it's always such a fun way to draw out some interesting information. What is one thing you think should be asked more in an interview that's not asked enough?
Whoa, that's an even better. The other one. One thing that should be asked more in interviews that is not. One thing that should be asked. Um, how are your bowel movements? I'm joking. Did you take a shit today? No. I think asking how I don't know, Jesus. Like, what's a good question? Like, what's a question I wish that I got asked? Like,
So if it's easier, what's a question if you were watching an interview with, one of your favorite artists, what's something that you might want to hear from them that you've probably never heard before?
ah, um, I guess, I guess like dealing with shit, I don't know. Like, there's so many questions, but one of them would I'll just pick one. Um, like, what's your idea of success? What is like
Okay.
what what? Yeah, just that.
Actually, that's
What
a great question.
to
Like,
like billboard charting or like just able to provide and pay your rent and put food on the table or more or even just like whatever. Like I think yeah, but for me, yeah, it's so weird because I get so down on myself because I'm not where I want to be right now exactly in my career, but that everyone can say that.
mhm,
Um, I think for me, when I start to think about it, I'm like, fuck, like it's so slow, what's going on? But at the same time, this I am successful. Like I'm doing what I love. I'm feeding like myself, I'm paying my rent, I'm taking care of myself, I'm taking care of my loved ones, and like I'm able to do the thing that I love and that I've been trying to do every day since I was a little girl, going to the subway and singing every day for
mhm.
people. I love it before I even made any money. So,
Okay, so kind of a second note to that question then is what are some of the milestones that you want to hit? Like, what are the next levels you want to get to?
oh, yeah, I wanna, I wanna release my album that I've been working on for forever. It's like been it's basically different albums now, a bunch of stuff just because I've been learning, producing, like deleting production and starting over. And it's not that I'm obsessed with doing everything myself. It is definitely more cost affordable. But I'm happy that I have taken this route because now I can just do it all myself. But next milestones, I want to drop my album. Well, first I want to just continue to drop some singles. After the Nelly album drops, I'm going to drop some singles, and then drop an EP and then an album. I want to tour the world. I want my songs to be in your car. I want them to be like everywhere. I want to use my music though to do some like real change in Haiti and help my country and take care of business. Yeah.
Mhm. See,
Yeah.
those are great milestones. You like you said, you're successful, and then you're going to be more successful once you hit these milestones. So you're on the right track. I bet you didn't think you'd have to think this hard for this one, did you?
No, I didn't because like I have dreams and like things, but like realistically, it's literally one day at a time and one thing at a time too. Like I do like believe in manifestation and stuff, but at the same time, when I get to like thinking about everything at once, it's just like, ah, girl, you're never gonna get there. Like, why you? But then it's just like, but if you just take one step, it's a lot easier than thinking about it all. Yeah.
I think everyone in a creative type of industry or field does that. Like I know I've done the same thing. I've been working on Hidden Beats now for we're 11 years old this year, and I had no clue where I was going with it at one point in time. Like it used Hidden Beats used to be a social media website.
Mhm.
And then I changed it because I didn't feel like running a social media website. So then we turned it into a publication and kind of had more fun with that. And it's just one step, like you said, take the next step and keep going. And like for me, the end of this year, we're hoping to expand into Australia.
That's sick. Congrats.
Yeah, so it's always a progress thing, and you just feel your milestones as you come up to them, really. Hmm. Now, we're in this woman accelerator program. What can more people do to support women in the studio, women in this industry?
Um, what can they do to support women and non-binary folks in the studio and industry? I would say is give them space, give them the stage just like you would a cis male. Like it's just what can you do? You can think about them, you can include them. That's really it. And you could like not just include them because anyone could be like everyone is welcome, but like I feel like you must really go out of your way to include um the population of people that have not been included or like just like silenced for so long or just not felt safe in environments. Different like women have felt unsafe in studios for different reasons. Non-binary people have felt unsafe in spaces because of homophobia and different things. And yeah, and I think just adding that, you know how like a church has that rainbow flag and be like, we are all welcome.
Mhm.
I like, even though sometimes I'm like, are we though? But
It's
kind of,
almost like you're catering to everyone else's perception, but not actually doing something about it.
yeah, like I don't need you to be like gays come here, like women come here, but I don't know. Be creative and be okay with like I don't know, Cherry. Be okay with Cherry. No, Cherry's mad at
I
you.
mean, quite honestly, sometimes that happens. I get it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think just including them and trying to include them. Cherry, come, baby. You don't need to protect me. Yeah. Um. That's it. That's my answer.
That makes sense. I mean, it's inclusion is the biggest thing, and I think a lot more people just doing a little bit extra inclusion in that sense gets the names out more, gets the music and everything out there more, and it just opens the doors a lot more.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm. Now, fun question for you: who plays you in the movie of your life?
Who plays me in the movie of my life?
Yeah.
Me.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
you have to pick an actor though, just because
I have to
you're
pick
the
an actor.
director. You're the director. You
I
gotta have
am an
someone.
actor too.
Yeah, but okay, you're gonna direct yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that what Childish Gambino does?
I mean, yeah,
Gambino?
you're not wrong. He does all that stuff. So yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah, I can do it too.
All right. So are you gonna have like you're gonna have your partner, everyone play themselves? You're gonna make sure you try to get other people
Um,
going on in there.
Good question. I think the only cast members that'll stay original are my siblings and my mom. Everyone else, we're gonna switch. We're gonna swap you out because.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe actually, no. Let me pick an actor. Let me pick an actor or an
Okay.
actress. Who would play me? Um, who would play me? Who would play me? Jesus. Who would play me? You see, we're gonna be here all day. I'll just stick to my answer. Me.
So you're gonna be when we're done this interview, you're gonna sit back and be like, damn, he made me think, what the hell?
Yeah. I can't. I don't know who would play me.
Yeah, this is a hard question. I got a couple hard ones out there in this.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't ready for this one. You got me.
Okay, fun one then. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Uh, Depends on who you're asking, but I'm not like upset if you did say it was a sandwich. I've known it forever as a hot dog, but
Hmm.
if you it's a sandwich, I can't tell you it isn't because it isn't between bread.
That's the thing. There's so many, it's a debate question. There's so many people have such polarizing thoughts about it, but it's
Yeah,
nice and refreshing to see yourself coming in and be like, it just is something.
it's a food that I'm gonna eat it if it's spicy, but like if it's not, then it's not even edible for me. Like I need a
Yeah.
pep. Do you eat hot sauce? Like
I
do
have
you
like 42 different hot sauces upstairs in my kitchen right now for any different type of thing. I'm a hot sauce guy. If it's not hot, it's not food.
okay, but like what kind of hot sauce? Are you talking about like Frank's or are
Frank's
you
is your
oh
standard stuff, you could put that on some
no
eggs, things like that. But then I go up to like I have a crispy chili oil. I've got I've got
chili? The oil is crispy? It's just like a chili oil, right?
yeah, well, so what they do is like they fry up the chilies and everything and make them a little bit crispy and put them in the oil. It's a whole thing on its own. It's
Okay.
like this thick, sticky, oily
Yeah, I
sauce.
know what you're talking about.
Sriracha's good on some things. It's each thing has its own flavor palette, so you got to pick and choose.
Yeah, I think now though, because I used to carry like a package of hot sauce with me or like an actual like bottle with me. Um, I just realized that what I'm actually looking for is the kick, not actually the flavor of the sauces. So
Okay.
now every time I'm eating and go anywhere, I have like a Scotch bonnet or habanero pepper that I take out of my bag and I like eat my food and I nibble on it just like a little bite.
Okay. No, see, that's
Like,
cool. I like that. I used to bring hot sauce around with me. Like I even had the hot ones, like the last dab. I have a bottle of that upstairs just for that punch in the face type of heat that you want sometimes.
Yeah, no, I love the heat. I'm like that weird person that's like crying in the corner eating my food, and it's like because it's spicy, and I won't
Hmm.
stop eating it because it's I love that.
My wife thinks I'm crazy because I'll do like some hot wings like that and just be sweating. I can't see anymore. Then I'm just enjoying. I'm just having the best time in the world eating these hot wings because it's just so fun having that kind of feeling. And
Yeah.
she looks at me like I'm insane sometimes.
I know. Oh my God. And when I like when I started cooking for my partner, she was just like, "What are you doing? You're trying to kill me?" I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I forgot that this is too spicy for some people. Like, because I grew up like everything was spicy. My mom cooked spicy Haitian food all day, and
Yeah. See,
it's
see, my mom, we grew up in like salt and pepper was a spice, and that's about it. So then when I had to do my own thing and learn cooking in that, I went a little bit crazy.
yeah,
And so I have to also tone myself down sometimes and get my wife say, okay, you have like level 2 hot sauce, and I'm gonna have like level 9 just because. And
yeah. No, I hear you.
mhm. I'm starting to get my niece into some hot sauces. She's 16 and experimenting now with the different stuff, and she's enjoying some fun things.
That's good. You're a good uncle.
Yeah, I always have to have a little bit of fun.
That's good.
All right, important question for you. What do you hope people take away from your music?
Um, how vulnerable I've been in my storytelling. My favorite thing about everything is like my favorite thing about any song, any music is the storytelling behind it. And like I think my story, a lot of people can resonate with like whether or not you're gay or not or bi or or just a lover of like people and things and shit. Just life is fucked. Life is
Mm,
crazy. And it's our first time. It's my first time being here, unless it isn't, and I don't remember like my last life.
yeah.
But I really just try to be as vulnerable and honest, and I hope people can relate to that. And that's really it. Because I wish that the stuff I'm making now, I have some more vulnerable stuff that I'm gonna release. But I wish I heard more songs like that. Like one of my favorite songs ever is what's that? It's called Kissing Boys in the Street. It's by Kissing Boys in the Street. It's by it's by it's not oh, it's by Colum Scott. I thought it was by someone else. Oh, writers. The songwriter is Greg Holden.
Okay.
But the song is by Colum Scott. But yes, Greg wrote this song not about him. It was about someone else that sent in the story for him to write about. And it's just a story of um his dad never accepting him because he was kissing boys in the street. And his he was worried about what his friends would say and all these things. And at the end of the song, it goes to saying his dad's dying, and he finally realizes, I'm not lying. We sit in silence, but we're smiling because for once we are not fighting. And then the dad starts to tell him, like, I didn't know because the only thing I was taught is men only loved women, but now I'm not sure. My son keep kissing boys in the street. And I heard that song when I was like 17 or 18, and I was living at a shelter at the time after coming out to my parents as a lesbian. My dad's a pastor. And I just sat on the bed and I just cried. And I was like, oh my God, somebody wrote this beautiful song that I really needed to hear. And I've never heard anything like it. And I actually listened to that song like 2, 3 days ago, just randomly. And I was still brought to tears, like after however long it's been. And I'm like, what the hell? That's such a beautiful, powerful feeling that song, it just lives inside of that song, those
Mhm.
lyrics. It's like sorcery. It's like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, the songs can definitely do a lot for you for sure. Oh, it looks like my little one's about to wake up. Okay, so we'll have to cut this short. She's about to spring out of that crib. So
I
best
know.
best and last question to ask is with everything happening in the music industry and how your career has been going, are you happy?
That's a good question. Excuse me. Um, I am I am happy. I could always be happier, but I'm happy. I'm content. I'm doing a lot of things that I never thought I would be able to do. I'm in this program that I've been applying for 3 years, and I finally got in. A lot of things are happening, and I'm blessed, surrounded by love and supported, and yeah, I'm happy.
Awesome. That's good to hear. I mean, yeah, happiness is always a place you have to grow into and keep working at. So
Yeah. How about you? Are you happy?
happy as I can possibly be at this moment without being crazy.
Fuck, I know.
Yeah, there's so much always going on, but I think with life and everything, I'm at a really nice point in my life. Got my family, I got this insane business that I have now, and just everything going on. But yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Awesome. And also, I can't even imagine you asking me this question and you're literally recording me. And I'm like, no, I'm in. That'd be so awkward. You're like, okay, what would make you happy?
So there's two sides to that. If you look at it, you might not be happy now, but you're like, because I know I'm gonna be happy when this release
I-
drops, things like that.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But what if the release doesn't drop? Then are you just like not gonna be happy forever? And then I'm like, what is, I don't know. We're gonna go too deep and like it's
Well, we'll
but
we'll we'll have another one of these, and we'll get deep in some other stuff.
it sounds good.
All right. So where can people find you on social media?
You can find me at Charmie Music. That's CHARMIE Music and Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all the things. I just not just, but last 2 months or so, I released a music video called a song called Disaster, and the music video is available on YouTube, and it's just a story, a song of some real shit. And go check it out.
So I'll make sure I link some of those in the description. That way it's a little bit easier for people to find you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tom.
It was a delight to get to sit here and talk with you. I had a great time.
Thank you. I
You're
had a great
you're a fun person to talk to, and I definitely hope we get to do this again.
I do too. Thank you, Tom.
Make sure
Hope you
when you get that next project drop, send it over so I can take a listen.
Oh, awesome. I will.
All right,
Definitely.
we'll sign off, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Talk